This practice is designed to help you cultivate a greater sense of self compassion and self love. So, we'll be using some principles of somatic, using our body in order to help us tap into that part of ourselves. Sometimes we are hard on ourselves, sometimes it can be hard to find that self compassion. So, really coming back into ourselves and into our bodies can be a really beautiful way to tap back into that. I suggest starting by finding a comfortable space that feels safe for you, free from interruptions. You can grab some headphones if that feels best too, just so that you can really tap in and get into it. This is a practice that you can do in its entirety. You can take parts of it, whatever feels best for you. I really want to encourage you to use your discernment in that. I also suggest, if it feels most helpful, you can grab certain tools, things that make you and help you feel grounded. I, for example, like to have some essential oils, my crystals, a candle lit, and I like to sit on the floor on a blanket. That's just what helps me feel most grounded. But again, use what feels absolutely best for you. These are just tools that can help, but they are not in any way required. All you truly need is your body for this. So, as you feel ready to start, you can gently start to close your eyes if that feels okay for you. If not, you can hold a gentle gaze on an object in front of you. As you do, I invite you to start to notice your breath. Without trying to judge, change, or fix any part of it, just becoming aware of your breath in this present moment. Our breath is our life force. It is something that we always have access to. It can be a really powerful and grounding tool when we are aware of our breath and how it feels in our body. As you notice your breath, you might notice that you are aware of things that are outside of you. So maybe sounds, smells, certain feel or sensation of objects. Allow yourself to be mindful of those as you keep coming more into your breath. And I really want to encourage you to notice how your breath feels. Maybe noticing where it is. And just being mindful of any associations that come up for you related to it. As you do so, I invite you to start to notice points of contact with the surfaces or surface beneath you. So maybe you notice your feet flat on the ground, your sit bones on the chair, the floor, the blanket. Maybe you notice your back resting against the back of the chair. Maybe these are your hands on your thighs. Whatever they may be, notice them. And remind yourself that you are held in this moment. Remind yourself that these points of contact are here to support you and will be here to support you throughout the practice. If at any point in time you start to notice that your attention drifts or things start to feel uncomfortable in any way, I invite you to come back to your breath. I invite you to come back to these points of contact. Now, we're going to scan your body to allow ourselves to come further into it. Starting from your feet, noticing how they feel as you move up your ankles, calves, knees, and thighs. Noticing how your entire legs feel in this moment. Maybe then you notice your seat once more, your hips, your lower back. Continuing to breathe as we scan your body. I invite you to begin to notice your lower belly moving up through the center of your stomach and the middle of your back. Continuing to move upward towards your chest. Maybe taking in an extra deep breath as you reach this area. Noticing your upper back and your shoulders, maybe even bringing them up and down, allowing for them to relax and soften. Moving down as you notice your biceps, your elbows, forearms, wrists, and hands. Remembering to breathe as you do so. I invite you to notice your neck, and lastly your head, allowing for the features on your face to soften. Taking in another deep breath as you notice your entire body. Maybe you decide to continue to sit in stillness. Maybe you start to invite in some movement. I invite you to start gently, maybe circling your chest forward and back. Maybe you move your shoulders wherever you're feeling some tension, more of that intuitive pull to move. Maybe you stretch your arms out. Maybe you stretch them over your head. Coming in deeper into your body as you move it. Maybe you puff your chest out and forward, and then concave it back as if you were doing a cat and cow while seated. Maybe you roll your neck out, make circles with your head. Again, there's no right or wrong. Just allow your body to guide you. And if and when you feel ready and would like, you can settle back into stillness. And I invite you to notice once more your chest. More specifically, the center of your chest. your heart chakra, the space where you give and receive love. If it's feeling somewhat hard to access it, you can place your hand on your chest, maybe gently rubbing it in the form of circles, maybe applying and releasing some pressure. Whatever feels good for you. Always continuing to breathe. Noticing what your relationship is to this area of your body. I notice for me as I come into this area, I notice some tension in my shoulders. So maybe bring your hands to that area if you find yourself noticing that as well. Applying some pressure, like if you were giving yourself a hug or a massage. Maybe inviting a soft smile to your face. Continuing to breathe. And as you do, I invite you to fully wrap your arms around your body, around your chest, as if you were giving yourself a hug. Taking in a deep breath once more. And releasing. And as you do, I invite you to come back to and notice the center of your chest. Notice your heart. And if it feels in resonance with you, maybe you say an affirmation surrounding self-love and compassion. Some examples are, I am light love. I love myself just as I am. I practice being more gentle with myself. If you want, you can say it out loud as you breathe in deeply. Exhaling. Saying it once more to yourself or out loud. Breathing in deeply, allowing for it to land. Exhaling, breathing out. Once more, breathing in deeply. Exhaling. Allowing some moments of stillness with yourself. Maybe seeing how your body feels. Scanning once more, starting from your head, allowing for the features on your face to soften. Moving down your neck, your shoulders, and down your arms. Noticing your upper back, your chest. Taking in a deep breath as maybe you notice this affirmation sitting in this area. Moving down your middle back, the center of your torso, your lower back, and lower belly. Noticing your hips and the seat beneath you. Moving down your legs, noticing your knees, ankles, and finishing with your feet once more. Remembering to breathe. Coming back to the breath. I invite you to start noticing those points of contact once more that were defined at the beginning. I also invite you to start to notice, using your senses, all minus your sight, your surroundings and your environment. So listening for sounds, smells, sensations around you as you continue to breathe. Staying here as long as you need. Whenever you feel ready, you can start to gently flutter your eyes open, giving yourself a moment to come back to the space. Maybe looking around, naming or noticing certain objects or things around you. Coming back with a sense of ease. There's no need to rush right now. Maybe taking an extra deep breath. An added practice to this is, if you would like, you can journal, you can make some art about whatever came up for you. You can even maybe make some art to remind yourself of that affirmation that you came up with. You can write it on a post-it note. You can put it on the background of your phone screen. Whatever it might be, just allowing for it to be something that you can come back to, that you can remind yourself of when you are feeling like it's a little bit harder to find that love and compassion for yourself. I hope you enjoyed.